everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're going to do something a little different. So on my little scrapbook store, they're doing a 24 card challenge, and this was the sketch for that challenge. So I'm going to take it and turn it into a layout. So I did it on a live earlier this week, so I decided to do it again. Of course, we got a visitor, so I'm going to try and move Salem out the way. And we'll get started. I'm using Photo Play's Ring in the New Year collection. And I was just trying to get the sketch pulled up on my phone so that way I could see it. We got the sticker sheet. I've already cut up some of the cut aparts. I think I'm going to cut these two off. The Pop Fizz Clink. And then the 12 o'clock Happy New Year. And of course, he came back. So we're going to scoop him away and continue cutting. All right. Now, this collection didn't come with any ephemera. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I think I'm either going to choose the firework paper or this other one because I wanted to use the black background paper because we're using white foundations paper. On the other layout I did, I reversed it. I used black foundation paper and then used the more white background. So we're just going to cut the branding strip off. Salem, seriously? Okay, bear with me, you guys. I'm going to try and move some things. Maybe I can keep going and get him to lay over to the side because he's driving me slightly nuts today. Okay. And then my camera is going to want to focus on him. Just bear with me. I'm talking to him, trying to convince him to, like, get off the table. But he really wanted to be involved today. So I scooch him over and I realized the camera, it's going to start moving and there it goes. Sorry. I didn't realize it went down that low, but it's all because his head was moving, which totally messed up how much we could see. So I'm going to tear this again. But I'm coming up and creating like this shape so that they meet in the middle. And then the way I've torn it, it just moves my center, my points area to more to the right instead of to the left like the card. And then I think I'm noticing, I cut the photos. And at this point I'm noticing like, this is starting to look really close up. And then it moved again. I'm like, okay, something is going on. And the thing that's going on is I gotta move my cat. So hold on one second. Yes. We are cat free. All right. And now I gotta get rid of his hair. Lordy. Okay. So now, what in the world? Just that quick, it messed up again. But hold on. It kind of went back to normal. So I'm just making little tick marks so that way I know where to put my stencil so I can put some background in the center. So I did this as well on the black foundation paper. I'm using Catherine Pooler's gold ink, and I'm using one of the distress tools. I would suggest that you get some of the pixie spray. These stencils tend to like to slip and slide, and it was a little aggravating because I'm trying real hard not to put any crisp lines in areas. I'm trying to keep it so that it looks all together. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't do it in multiple stages, you know? And every time it moves a little bit, I stop and I readjust. And then I just move it down, trying to line up stars. Because I found that I could line them up and then I could continue without it looking out of place. All right, so we're going to do this up top real quick. And any place that I did a little bit light or too light, I do hit it a second time. You'll see once I think I move this down a little bit and I do some more. we'll start to lay the papers back so I can make sure I got all the areas covered. And I really love this ink for this. I haven't even stamped with it yet, but I'm really enjoying these inks. I'm so glad they decided to branch out and do the metallics, but make it more of a hybrid, or not hybrid. What am I looking for? Because you have your dye inks and then you have your blank inks. Well, I can't think of the word. It happens. But whichever ink that I'm talking about is the one that sort of stays wet a little bit longer. So if you wanted to, you could sprinkle like clear embossing to give it added texture. And, you know, just heat it with your heat tool. Oh my god, it's going to drive me nuts that I can't think of the name of it. Oh, maybe I should look on the pad itself. Metallic ink pad. Pigment. This is a slow drying pigment ink. Lord jeez. Thank you for the back of the ink pads. Okay, so now for the top piece, I've laid down my tape runner, and now I'm just adding the glue. And we'll line this up real quick. And then we're going to do the same thing with the bottom half. And anywhere where my pink tick marks are peeking out, I'm just going to use my eraser to take that pencil mark off. And there were some places that didn't have glue, so I just went back and glued those down real quick. And then more tape on the bottom part. And for my photos, we did screenshots of our Zoom hangout for New Year's Eve. And we had 2 shots of us playing a game. And then we did one right at the Happy New Year when we were saying cheers. So I did one of the game and one of the cheers. Those are the photos that we're using. And then right here, as I'm measuring my photos, I realize I'm zoomed in again. And it keeps moving. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm using my old iPhone to record because I think it makes my videos brighter. And I love the way it looks. But this part here is really getting on my nerves, where the camera's moving and I'm not asking it to. So I did wind up stopping. It was just real brief, but I was able to keep my stuff where it was, so you can't really tell of the separation, but it's aggravating. Okay, now I think I cut the photos to be like 2 3/4 by, it's 4 inches. So when I did the mat, I made it 3 by 4 1/4. So that way it would be even all the way around and you'd have a nice border, especially with it being on top of the black paper. I wanted it to have a line or a border that would help it to stand out. So I'm just grabbing my megaphone, and it did it again. Let me cut this and put them on the backs. I didn't even realize it had moved. I can't remember if I reset or not. Oh, if you hear anything, my cat is sleeping in front of me while I watch or do my voiceover. So you may hear him. I'm telling you, he was really into this video today. Okay, so on the Pop Fizz, I am going to trim that one. I'm going to trim it by hand. Oh my God. I did not know it did that. Good Lord. I don't know why it's doing all that moving. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to have to keep an eye out. I think maybe I'll have to do it further away and see. Oh, yeah. I definitely wanted to use this sticker. It was the big one on the sticker sheet. So I just grabbed my powder tool and I powdered up the back so that way I could lay it down and not worry about it sticking to anything. And then I'm going to grab 3 of the like champagne bottles. One's black, one's pink, and the other one is gold. I'm going to put powder on the back of those. That's what I'm doing behind the layout, the sketch. And now we're going to start layering stuff. Now, like I was saying kind of in the beginning, this didn't come with ephemera pieces. It's just the paper collection and the sticker sheet. So you can put the stickers straight down if you want. I liked taking the adhesive off on certain ones because it allowed me to be able to move stuff around if I needed to. If I needed to, I wanted to add foam, or I just wanted to test where something was going to go. By taking off the sticky, it allows you to be able to do that, Okay, so we're just gluing down our photos because I'm pretty sure everything is exactly where I want it now as far as that part. So now I'm going to grab some of my extra foam that I have on the side, and I'm just going to cut small pieces to put behind the banners. And this is fun because it's going to give it a little bit of height, a little added dimension, which is fun. And then I'm just going to trim another little piece, and then I'm going to keep cutting and putting these behind the letters. And I don't use any type of like ephemera, like to create a title for this one. I just use the Happy New Year, the big banner, and then the of course the two sort of cut aparts that I put on the inside, on the left and right. And now I'm just taking the backing off of each of these. And then we're going to put a little dab of glue on the back and then attach this to the top. And I always use just a little bit of glue so that way it gives me a little bit of time. Yeah, I like that. Happy New Year. All right, and then on these, I think I'm going to put the pink one up on the top of the photos, the black over on the other side, and the gold over there. So that creates a little three triangle-y. And you could use foam on these too if you wanted to pop them up. On these, I just kept them nice and flat. And I think I'm going to wind up using this Cheers. And then I'm also going to grab out a few sentiments. A few strips on the bottom. They have like pink ones, some in gold, some in black and gold. So I'm just pulling out 3 of those. And then I think I grab a 12 o'clock. Now this one, I was going to put foams under the little strips, but I decided not to. I'm just going to cut up the foam and put it behind the circle. Add a little bit of glue and then put the Cheers right there on the end. And then I'm going to do this pink one up at the top. And then this pink one, which is a darker pink, it says 12 o'clock basically. So I'm putting that there in the middle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like the countdown at the bottom, and then Cheers. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a couple of stars, and I had a black and gold and a gold. So I'm going to put the gold one down. Over on the left, I'm going to put the cluster of stars. It's like 3 stars. I'm going to put them on top of the cut aparts in the upper corner. Thank God I was dressed okay. Oh my goodness. So embarrassing. But I can't redo the video now, so we stuck with it today. Now I'm grabbing some of my enamel dots that I did up on wax paper to put some added enamel flair. I got some sort of like a clear pinky colored ones that we're going to do. I'm going to put that right on top of the bottle, And the wet glue on the clear ones, it will dry clear. So it just takes a little bit of time. But you don't have to worry about that as much. And then I'm going to do some pink ones. I think these have more of a shimmer to them. And then I'm going to grab like a pearl white. And I'm going to put that around too. Just three areas where I use 3 enamel dots. So all 3 are the same, just in 3 different sections. Also creating sort of like a triangle with them, and then a triangle with where they're placed in relation on the page itself. It really works out. Okay, so now that we have that, we're really ready to do our splatters. Again, cleaning off the table. If I hadn't been looking down, I should have been looking up so I could see what this thing was doing. But we're just going to shake a little bit, and then we're going to start doing some of our splatters. I'm using, again, the sugary gumdrop with the mica spray. And then I'm also going to use gold and white. So the only thing I didn't use this time was the black, because most of the paper is black. I decided not to use that. I wanted to use the pink and the gold. And then now we're going to grab the white, which I think really pops on top of the, black paper. I kind of went a little overboard. I love splatters. I do. I do. And then we're going to move our protective cover, and I'm going to hold it up so you can see. And we have a complete photo or layout. So thank you guys so much for joining me and being patient with the freaking camera movement. I'm gonna work on that. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you give me a thumbs up and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys with our next video. Hope you have a great weekend. Try and stay warm out there, y'all. This Sunday, I know we're supposed to go as low as 17 degrees. Woo! Pray for us in North Carolina. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.